Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the SWE Universe mode tonight. We are on night one of the finals of the Dusty Classic. 2 quarter-final matches this evening, including... I can't remember. I'll tell you in a second. That was it. This is the first one of our quarter-final matches. Breezango, who seems to have become a lot of people's favourites in the comment section, going up against Afa and Sika of the Wild Samoans. Afa is the one with no beard on the chin, and Sika is the one with a beard on the chin. There we go. Let's get into this then and see who will be the first team into the semi-finals of the Dusty Classic. It's going to be interesting, this one. Nice. Sika dropping Tyler Breeze, and both these teams done so fantastically well. Tyler Breeze and Fandango have definitely been just absolutely crazy underdogs in every single match. And have still just come out on top somehow. I don't know how they're pulling this out, to be honest with you. The Wild Samoans, again, I didn't expect them to get this far, to be honest, but they have been very, very strong and very dominant. So, who knows? We might actually see them go even further than I imagined. I mean, the Wild Samoans were one of the later names on my list. More just sort of making the numbers up with tag teams that I'd heard of. I weren't expecting them to be one of the strongest, but, well, both these teams, really. If you told me both these teams were going to be in the semis, I would have said, oh, God, I'm going to do 60 episodes to get these two in the semis. But, you know what? It's going to be interesting either way. I mean, whoever does get into the semis obviously has earned it. They've won all the matches. At the moment, I believe both these teams are sat on +4 in the rankings. Yes, they are. Our main event tonight then will be the other quarter-final from this side of the bracket. It will be FTR up against the Rock and Roll Express. And then squeeze in the middle, we see Christian Cage trying to outwork everybody as he tries to outwork Phantom. Pretty even match at the moment then. Both teams pretty even, both dominating one or the other. Ooh, Fandango launching Afa to the outside. Sika though with Tyler Breeze up and down. Fatality. Lovely spinning wiggly thing there from Fandango flying to the outside. Can't beat a good spinny wiggly thing. Fandango re-enters the ring. As does Afa, who now taking Fandango up into the back break, and all of a sudden the Wild Samoans are in control of this match. Referee is absolutely flat out here, squished by one of the Samoans, but Afa fighting back on Fandango into that DDT. Tyler Breeze sending Sika to the outside. Sika fights back though with the forearm. Seek and destroy. Sika now launching Tyler Breeze to the outside. Catches Fandango in the middle of the forehead and then in with a big DDT and a stomp in the back as well. And there's the pin. Tyler Breeze is down on the outside. This could be an opportunity here for the Samoans. It's only a 2 count. It was pretty close though, to be honest. Pretty damn close. Neckbreaker there by Tyler Breeze on Sika, while Afa has Fandango. Ooh. Had him stalked, but Fandango caught him, and all of a sudden, was that a beauty shot there by Tyler Breeze? It looked like it. And into, looking for a neck breaker, but not quite enough. Up on the shoulders, and that was a spinning heel kick there by Fandango. There's the pin, and this could be enough for the Wild Samoans. It is! Wow. Sika pins Tyler Breeze, and the Wild Samoans make their way through to the next round here of the Dusty Classic. The Wild Samoans move into the semis, and Breezango, unfortunately for them, their run of form have come to an end, but I say they might not have won the tournament, but they've won a lot of hearts along the way. They have won a lot of hearts along the way, and I think because of that, they're probably going to get more of a push, maybe in Cyber Sunday and stuff like that. I mean, that's for you guys to decide if you want to see them more. But yeah, they've definitely grown up quite a few fans over this tournament, and the Wild Samoans, it's going to be very interesting for them in the semis, having either the Rock and Roll Express or FTR. For me, the winners of the Rock and Roll Express and FTR are very, very strong contenders. Two teams that I would like to see win this competition, to be honest. But of course, whoever wins that match in our main event have got the very difficult job of getting past these wild Samoans. Right, let's move on to our singles match in the middle as Christian Cage tries to outwork Phantom. Here we go then, Christian Cage versus Phantom. And Christian straight up with the backbreaker. Now, currently Phantom on -2 in the rankings. Christian Cage sits on -3. So Phantom actually higher in the rankings at this point in time. And Christian, of course, he's been, well, it's tricky. There's quite a lot of big names down the bottom of the rankings. We've discussed this before. And it's not because they're doing badly. It's because they've had some very difficult matches. And they've just not come out on the right side. I mean, obviously, when you have a 6-man... When you have like a Fatal 4-Way, for example, only one person can win that. When you have a one-on-one between CM Punk and Samoa Joe, only one of those two are going to get a point and the other one's going to get a minus. So, yeah, the bigger names that are lower in the rankings have probably been involved in some much more high-profile matches. And they do need matches like this now to build themselves back up and to get themselves back where they want to be. Christian being one of those. I still don't know where I see Christian in the long run. I really don't. I mean, he's somebody who I missed Christian's Impact run. I missed Christian's WWE main event run. I'm firstly seeing him as a main event single star now in AEW, and I'm not completely sold straight away, to be honest. There's still a lot for me to really see for him, but yeah, hopefully there's some potential there, and I think in our universe mode he might get some opportunities as well as time goes on. But of course he needs to be dispatching people like Phantom here fairly quickly. Can't be making too much work of a guy like Phantom as Phantom drops Christian down. And now big knee in the face of Christian as well. Phantom's quite small actually, I didn't realise how dinky he was. Both guys run into each other. Phantom now sending Christian into the corner and running clothesline. I like Phantom, you know. He's an interesting one, isn't he? Christian with a boot in the gut. Now a big chop across the chest as well. And Christian now rolling through on Phantom for the 1, 2. No, only a 1 count. Wow. Phantom doing well. Christian thought he had something there. Big elbow in the face as well. Christian now, big lift in DDT, the execution. And now Christian heading up to the top. What does he have planned here? He's feeling froggy, but he gets a knee in the gut for his troubles. Obviously, Phantom was not sufficiently taken down yet, and he was able to get those knees up and reverse the frog splash. Is that Christian's new finisher? Or is it his signature? I don't know. I've seen him use it a few times in AEW. Well, I say a few times. Only wrestled twice, only really, but... what are they going to do with him? That's the only question. What are they going to do with it? I feel like they need another main event style belt, because the TNT Championship is sort of being treated a bit more like a television championship. It is an upper mid-card belt, though. But the problem is, because they're defending it so often, they can't have so many big names going for it, because then it would change hands too often, I suppose. So they need like a proper high-level belt. I don't know. Frog splash again, and Phantom got the knees up again. Phantom really well scouted Christian here tonight. Christian now with the leg breaker on Phantom. Trying to injure that knee so he doesn't put it up again. Big elbow in the gut there from Phantom. So Christian is really having to outwork Phantom here. I thought he might make quick work of Phantom, but not the case. Dropping him face first on the apron, but Phantom rolling through. Christian now slowly getting back up to his feet. Brings Phantom back up to a standing base, back into the ring. Come on, Christian, you can do something here. He goes for that reverse DDT. And now stalking. It looks like he might be going a different direction here. The frog splash has not treated him well. So it looks like he's trying to roll him through for the kill switch. But again, Phantom able to reverse. Insane. Phantom bringing Christian back up to a standing base. Rolls him through with a snapmare. Christian catches Phantom right in the face with a stiff elbow. And Christian now into that crucifix bomb. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Christian with the boot in the spine once again of Phantom now pulling that arm away. Of course, the reason why Christian's getting this opportunity is this is the Dusty Classic. Of course, very much based on tag teams, and Christian, part of a very successful tag team for a very long time. Nice flapjack there by Christian on Phantom. Now dragging Phantom away from the ropes. And into that leg breaker. Big elbow in the chest there by Christian as well. Before now pushing the knee into the spine of Phantom. And yeah, Christian is really having to work here. So Phantom has had some pretty good form, obviously as of recent. Hence why he's one of the highest out of all the jobbers we've got at this point in time. Christian now a Phantom up on the shoulder. Phantom breaks free into that reverse DDT. Into the pin now for the 1. Only a 1 count. Big stamping in the face there by Phantom, dragging Christian into the middle of the ring. If Phantom gets the win here, this is going to be awful news for Christian, because this will put him down to -4, which will be the lowest in the rankings above only the jobbers. I think he's more or less there anyway. He's one of the lowest in the rankings anyway. He's on the bottom end of the -3s because of his amount of losses he has had. Phantom with a stiff DDT. Phantom now rolling Christian over in for the pin. Need Edge to come out here and just spear Phantom at this rate, don't we really? Come on, Edge, where are you, my man? Where's your Edgicles? Christian now with the strikes. And again, that reverse DDT into the pin. Will that be enough? 1, 2, and 3. And Christian does get the win. Finally from him. That will move him up to -2, while Phantom drops below him onto -3. God, Christian really made to work hard there. Maybe a lot harder than himself and a lot of others expected him to have to work to get this victory. And Christian now offering a handshake to Phantom, showing the respect to the man that did make him work very, very hard. There we go. It is time for us to move on to our main event of the evening. And here's our main event of the evening then. FTR, Cash and Dax go up against Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express. Of course, the winners of this one, we already know, will be facing the Wild Samoans in the semi-finals of the Dusty Tag Team Classic. This is a cracker. This, for me, two of the team. I've already said, didn't I, earlier on, that I feel like the winner of this match will go on to win the entire tournament. That's what I've said. Whether I'm right or not, I've got no idea, but, well, normally whatever I say in this game never really happens anyway, does it really? But, there it is. Okay, Ricky Morton is the one with the blonde hair, Robert Gibson with the darker black hair. Of course, Cash is the Revival member, or the FTR member with the hair, and Dax is the bald one. Of course, Dax and Cash are part of the Pinnacle stable. Rock and Roll Express, I'm dabbling with the idea of having as part of a musical stable involving Elias and Heath Slater and the Honky Tonk Man, you know. Don't know why, just music gimmick, innit? Literally the only reason. So the moment they're coming into this match, FTR currently sit on +8 in the rankings. Whereas the Rock and Roll Express sit on +3. Why has my microphone been turned up? Am I really loud? I'm sorry if I'm really loud. I'll mute. I won't mute. I'll quiet myself down. I've just realised normally my mic is set at like 36, it's set at 50, so it's like a good like 20-30% higher than normal, so I do apologise if I'm really shouting loud. I don't know why, every now and again, whenever my computer like updates, it just changes the settings all by itself, and it just makes me go funky. I don't know what's going on. It's still, yeah, okay, it's still doing other stuff in good. That's fine. Yep, it's still doing other stuff in good, I said. I don't know why I said that, but I did. Pin here now by Gibson. That was Morton, sorry, not Gibson. On Dax in the middle of the ring. Very even match, this one, with the looks of it. Both these teams fighting hard, and of course, this is not current day. This is Prime versus Prime. So this is Prime Rock and Roll Express versus Prime FTR, which I would argue Prime FTR is very much now. If not, well, if this is not their Prime, then they're going to be seriously good when they finally reach it, aren't they? They're already fantastic at what they do. Big knee right in the chest there by Ricky Morton. A nutbuster there by Robert Gibson as well. Nice drop kick. I feel like the Pinnacle... I don't know. It's going to be... There's different ways to think about this. Either we're going to see a Pinnacle feud with the Inner Circle. I know there's only one way it can really go, isn't there? It's going to have to be Pinnacle versus Inner Circle, and then possibly Inner Circle versus the Elite now, isn't it, really? Because the Elite have all gone mega heel. The Pinnacle's already mega heel. So yeah, that seems logical to me that they would be the logical ones to go. I don't know. I feel like Moxley might be creating some sort of stable. I would love to see the likes of Sami Callihan debut in AEW alongside Moxley and Eddie Kingston as some sort of stable. That'd be pretty fun. Pretty fun, as Cash saving his partner Dax there, who would look like he might have stayed down for the free. Ricky Morton is sending Cash to the outside, follows him out there as well. That leaves Gibson and Dax in the middle of the ring, both slowly trying to get back up to their feet. Robert Gibson gets there first, now rolls over Dax, who slides to the outside to avoid a kick in the back, and now all four men on the outside of the ring, all battling away. Dax from the Northern Light suplex. Cash gets a boot in the gut and then sent into the ring as well by Ricky Morton. And now you can still see it's a very even match at this point in time. Big boot in the gut and now a knee pressed into the spine. But Dax is in to break it up, is he? Yep. Robert Gibson now running Bulldog though on Dax as Cash slamming Ricky Morton face first into the apron, into the match, let's say. And there's that big lung blower there by Cash. And there's the pin, but of course Gibson is stood right there to break it up. Gibson now dumping Cash to the outside at 2-on-1 inside the ring, but only one man is up on his feet. And that, of course, is Robert Gibson. Dax is back up now with a clubbing blow into the back of Ricky Morton. I keep wanting to say Ricky Martin, but that's obviously the wrong person. Dax now springs him off the ropes, looking for that back elbow. They collide shoulder to shoulder. And now Rock and Roll Express starting to try and turn the screw and take more control in this one. Nice backdrop. And here goes Ricky Morton then with a boot in the gut into the DDT on Dax Harwood. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's broken up by Cash just in time. Now Morton continues the assault with that big stiff right hand into the face of Cash, who's busted open. I think both members of FTR are busted open now here by the Rock and Roll Express. Big leg drop into the knee. That's painful looking. Missile drop kick by Robert Gibson. Into the pin. This could be the opportunity. Cash is down. Gibson with a pin. And oh, FTR able to kick out. Hurricanrana by Ricky Morton on Cash. That's Russian leg sweep there as well on Dax. It's just so back and forth. This match is so even at this point in time. Well, what a chop block, taking away the knees of Gibson. That's interesting there because we can use the submissions to try and get the victory. And of course, you would assume the Rock and Roll Express have definitely got the experience edge. However, FTR now with a lung blower by Cash, and Dax has Gibson under control. He's only got a 2 count. What's it going to keep to take him down? Pin again by Cash. His feet are up on the ropes. Only a 2 count still. I've never ever seen anybody on this game ever win with their feet up on the ropes. Cash now gets sent to the outside there by Ricky Morton. Dax wrenching back at the neck of Gibson. Dax now, nice Northern Light suplex on the outside. Cash sending him into the corner. Completely misses the clothesline. Gibson is flattened once again by Dax as Cash now taking control of Morton on the inside as well. Sending him shoulder first into that ring post. And FTR definitely the team working on body parts here. They're definitely trying to weaken shoulders and legs and all sorts, ready for potential submissions. And again, just as I'm saying that, Dax comes flying through and chops away the knee of Robert Gibson. And FTR in control, but they need to take full advantage of this. Again, stamping on the back of the knee, but he needs to lock in that submission. He needs to go for the tap-out win. I don't know why he hasn't gone for it yet, to be honest. As Cash wrenching back on the neck, and it's broken up eventually by Gibson with a dropkick into the back of Cash. Big clap across the ears there by Dax. Brings his opponent back up to his feet, looking for some sort of stunner or neck breaker, and gets caught with a clothesline. All of a sudden, Rock and Roll Express turn this match around and looking for submissions themselves. Gibson has Dax completely coiled up there, wrenching back at the leg. Morton taking control of Cash for as much as he can. Dax fights back. Dax the Axe now, the front chancery. This match is going the distance. No time limits in these sort of things, so I was going to say if this reaches a time limit, it will go to, obviously, just put the Wild Samoans straight in the final, I suppose, wouldn't it? But none of those in these matches. We are guaranteed a winner somewhere. Dragon Screw, once again, still, like I say, I can't get over the fact these guys are working over the legs so much and neither have gone for the submission as of yet. Makes little sense to me. Dax is really busted open. Really, really busted open. And the Rock and Roll Express in firm control here. Ricky Morton up on top, waiting for Cash to get back up to his feet. Nice drop kick as Gibson gets a boot in the gut for his troubles. He was stalking Dax, and Dax, nice big running kick right in the face. FTR, nice neck breaker there by Cash as well. And finally, it looks like Dax the Axe has gone for the submission. Can he get the tap out? Morton's a little bit too far away from the ropes. He can't quite reach it. He doesn't tap though, does he? No, he's able to attack the leg and roll the pressure. He does fight free. I thought that was going to be it. Cash now dropping the back breaker on Ricky Morton. There's the pin. And Morton hasn't even noticed, but it doesn't matter anyway, because he caught the DDT there on Cash. There's the pin, and Dax breaks it up just before the 3 count. This is probably the best tag team match we've had so far in this tournament. Lovely dragon screw there by Dax. And again, he just needs to lock in that submission again. Because the longer this match goes, the more it's going to disadvantage Dax. Because he's the one who's bleeding the worst. He's losing liquid energy from the skull. Spinning neckbreaker there by Gibson. Into the pin on Cash. Dax fighting free. Can he get there in time? He can't! And the Rock and Roll Express move through to the semi-finals. The Rock and Roll Express versus the Wild Samoans is our first semi-final. Wow. Our first semi-final, Rock and Roll Express versus the Wild Samoans. Of course, we've got two more quarterfinals coming for you tomorrow. We'll have the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Funks and the Mexa squad, Bandito and Flamita, up against the Blade Runners, the Ultimate Warrior and Sting. But that's it for tonight then. Great victory for Christian, moves him up to -2 in the rankings. The Wild Samoans and the Rock and Roll Express will meet on day number 3 in the semi-finals of this tournament. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to progress even further forward. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit the likes, hit the subscribe, all the other good stuff. If you'd like to see any of my setup and everything, please check out the links down below as well. And, you know, all the other good fun stuff that I'm trying to do at the moment anyway. Anyway, good night, God bless, all the other good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.